Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Living and Planning Simple Abundance and it's May, my favorite month of the year. And hey, I'm doing a plan with me video and it's actually May 1st, so yay for me. I finally got caught up a little bit. So as you know, on this channel we talk about the principles in Sarah Ban Breathnach's book Simple Abundance, which are joy, harmony, beauty, order, simplicity, and gratitude. And a part of the reason why I do these videos is because a part of my principle of order is having a planner. So I like to show you my pretty sticker sheets and all the fun things that I do with my planner. For my May Simple Abundance related quote at the top, this is actually right out of Sarah's May intro. And it says, with fresh eyes and a loving, appreciative heart, we learn to savor everyday epiphanies as we encounter the sacred in the ordinary. Because that's really what Simple Abundance is about. It's finding joy and balance and all the principles in the simple parts of life that can end up being very beautiful. So I, of course, use things like flowers and birds. I have some extra things like my sister's coming to visit. That's what the big K's are. There's a birthday, some game nights, pizza, just some reminder symbols that I have for various things. So that's my May spread. I always have my monthly work and business tasks and my home and personal tasks here. And then for my life enrichment, I'm still working on this, but at least I did fill out a bunch of them. I was looking through Simple Abundance for some of the joyful simplicities of May as well. Those are the things at the end of each chapter that she sort of encourages us to do or find ones of our own. And in the month of May, a lot of the book is about finding home, and not just within the space that you live in, but within yourself. So those themes are throughout a lot of the joyful simplicities for May. So things like spring cleaning, people get inspired to do that sort of stuff this time of year. Cleaning out drawers, doing like one room a day, she says, or once a week, or there's a lot of spring cleaning in it. But also enjoying things like flowers and bringing things like that indoors to your space. It's my favorite time of year because I like to be out in the garden. I've actually already planted some things because we had a very mild end to this month of April. So I have some things in there. And of course I like to just sit out and watch the birds at my feeders. And I do have my chairs outside too on the patio. So I will be looking forward to warmer days and sitting out in there. Also, some of the things that I like to do this time of year, always change over my mantle for the new season, so I have that actually already done. I have some spring accents, and Sarah recommends that you bring in greenery from outside and put things on your mantle this time, this time of year. Under silence, peace, and stillness, I just wrote, have some. Yeah, because I still need to work on having some time that's more silent and peaceful and not filled with work. So I'm still working on those things. And some of the other ones, like the gratitude and unforgettable moments, I fill in later after the month is over anyway. For my growth, healing, and resilience, one thing that I am working on is connecting with my body more and just sort of like listening to it and seeing whether there's like aches and pains or whether I'm not paying attention to something that's going on with it. So that's one thing I have that's new. This is always my goal and goals in progress sheet, still working on that a little bit as well. Here's a pretty sheet for May, and what I did for the tabs that I always have, I did hummingbirds, because this is the time of year when the hummingbirds all come back. So I think that matches really well too with a lot of the green accents. Also, this is reminding me here because I have a blank page. This plan with me only goes up to May 21st, I think, because that's when this Agendio planner ends. So I've had this Agendio set up now for a year. So I started to I went into Agendio and started to do an order, and make some tweaks and stuff to the setup that I had last year. And I just got really frustrated because, like, for instance, this page right here, when I have it filled out, I have those 3 things that are there already that I can have printed. But then I have other things down here. And with Agendio, you have to only have it set up the way, like, they don't give you the option to add other wording and stuff like that. So I was getting irritated, so I just decided to just open InDesign because it's a program that I know how to use. And I just went ahead and created all my own layouts. Some of them were similar, like for instance on the weekly musings page, I basically did this, but I just sort of like shaded the backgrounds, but I kept a lot of the setup the same. But like I redid this page so that I can have different things in addition to just those 3 things. I have not yet gotten it printed, and I will say that I did go ahead and order the pages like this from Agendio, because I could have made those in InDesign, but then I like the way that they put the tabs, for the months on the edge of it, and I wouldn't have a way to do that. And also that the paper is a bit thicker than the rest of the sheets. So I did order that, and then I also ordered more planning sheets from Franklin Covey with tabs actually because I only had up to June for my planning sheets. Those are the versions of the month that I jot things down before I actually go to a certain month and create the plan. So anyway, that was a long way of saying that this is an abbreviated month, but hopefully my next video will be on my whole new setup that I will have printed by the time I do that. Here's my weekly task list. As always, it's broken down into business and work and personal and home. And I have been also thinking of redoing this middle thing again. Like, I like it now for this month, but I was thinking I could basically have this for the various seasons too and have it as another thing to customize. So this looks a lot like other months I like to use my blocks and boxes with symbols, certain themes. Like last month I had the kitties, I have the doggies this month, some teacups. Sometimes I'll just put in lists too, because I know that on this day I'll have more things to do, so sometimes those are just empty for now. There's my weekly musings at the end of the week, and another this week sheet. Those are neat hummingbirds too. The next week for task lists. I always try to put something sort of fun and inspirational up at the top too. Shine bright. No, I didn't put in. Actually, there's some things that are up in the air this month as well, because I mentioned that my part-time schedule is going to be changing, but that is sort of in flux right now, so I think that's why I didn't actually write down specific times or details or anything. So some of these are still yet to be determined. Always have my Sunday Sabbath. And we're getting to the end. I think this might be the end. Is that the last week? Nope, I have one more week. Smile. Of course, I always have to use my magical sheets. Yeah, I didn't even put blocks because hopefully by this point I won't have anything on Wednesday or Thursday in terms of part-time work. So I was being flexible with my planning. So that's the end of it. So that is my plan with me for May. Hope you liked it. And if you're following along in the book for Simple Abundance, there are some great entries about home and home caring, and that's one thing also that I added to my new planner pages is a little home caring box for things that I always write on my to-do list that could be kind of separated, that are mostly just around the house. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. I hope you get some inspiration if you're just putting your own planner pages together. And I hope you're having a great month of May so far whenever you're watching this. Lots of love to you guys. Bye-bye.